As we prepare to celebrate the Passover Seder on Friday evening, I first wanted to take a moment to wish all of you a Chag Sameach, a Zissen Pesach, a beautiful, sweet, and meaningful Passover. And second, I wanted to remind everyone that when you are seated at Seder this year, the mitzvah you are fulfilling, according to the ancient sages and rabbis, is, and you shall tell your child on that day, this is what Adonai did for me when I came out of Egypt. Seder night is about passing down our rituals, our history, and our destiny as a people to the next generation. It is the ultimate teaching moment, and it is meant to motivate and inspire through the process of asking and answering questions. A Seder without questions, a Seder without conversations, a Seder where no one learns or experiences anything new is empty and is not what the ancient rabbis intended when they had to think outside of the box and develop something new after the temple was destroyed by Rome. In their genius, they transformed the ancient sacrificial rites into the Seder experience. And also in their genius, they never codified the Seder. They never said, this is what the Seder has to be, and no more. Because of this, new Haggadot are published every year, and new rituals and symbols are always being added. The orange for inclusion, olives for peace in Israel and worldwide, fair trade chocolate and coffee beans, to highlight the concern for forced labor and child labor in those industries. Potato peels representing the dearth of food in the concentration camps and reminding us of the food we waste every day. A coconut for those members of the LGBTQ community who are still closeted and cannot be their true selves. A tomato for the plight of migrant workers, and Miriam's cup to represent women and women's stories that have been ignored and suppressed in our tradition for too long. The list is endless and reminds us that our Seders, while anchored in tradition, must always be sensitive to the needs of the moment and relevant to all of the pernicious forms that slavery still takes in our modern world. So, when you sit down to Seder this year, do something innovative. Shake things up and get people thinking and talking. Be like those great rabbis and sages of old who taught that the Seder not only has to be about what our ancestors experienced, but also has to be about what we are experiencing today and what we are going to do to make sure that no one remains trapped in Mitzrayim, the place of narrowness and ignorance. Add something new, something unexpected to your Seder this year. Be the change and the innovation that you want to see in this world. May we all experience a Pesach kasher v'sameach, a proper and a joyous Passover.